Desk, a gentleman who has had quite a few problems, and it was great to see him return to Southeastern Television Wrestling last week.
Well, thank you very much, Charlie. My voice is still a little cracky and a little gravelly. It's not the most appealing, but if you're wondering why that I have this axe handle with me, is I'm going to make sure this baby's with me. I don't care where I go. Even if I take a shower, I'm taking Minerva with me into the shower with me.
Let's go back a couple of weeks to Southeastern Television Wrestling, I believe about the week of the 15th of December. And just to show why Austin Idol would carry this around, uninvited attack by the Tennessee Stud and his army. Let's take a look at the action going back to Southeastern Television Wrestling, as we said a couple of weeks back.
Well, like I said, it's not easy for me to speak, but this was a Southeastern title match where I had challenged Jimmy Golden. As you can see, I'd went for the figure four, and Fuller jumped up on the apron. I brought him right in, and I decided, well, you know, if I can't get one, I'll get the other. And I decided to go for the head honcho, and I slapped it right on Ron Fuller. And, baby, you can look right there. That's what you call a beaten man. There's a man who was screaming. Of course, all I could think of at the time was to take this guy's leg. And as far as I was concerned, really, I was intent on breaking it, and I was going to lay right back there and really put on the pressure. Of course, when I laid back, I had no idea where he came from, but all I could see was a big mass of black coming down on me, which knocked me kind of into next week. And right from this point on, believe me, I was halfway out anyway. And then I could feel something come across my throat, Rick and Charlie. And believe you me, I felt like I had been shish kebabbed. I felt like someone had just stuck a spear right into my throat. And at this point in time, believe me when I tell you this, I mean, when you hear the old saying, your life flashes before your eyes, trust me when I tell you this. And I think between both of y'all and all the fans in this entire southeastern area and other areas around the country know that whenever I say something, it's the gospel truth. I don't pull no punches. I don't tell no lies. I tell it like it is. But believe me, when you're gurgling and you feel like you're drowning in your own blood, it's a horrifying feeling. It's a terrible feeling. And just to see something like that, runs chills up and down my spine and makes me want to take this baby and bash someone's brains in.
I know you're having a hard time talking out here because of what has happened. But, you know, it's a proven fact that we're going to have to stick together, that we're going to have to watch each other's back, because we know what they're capable of, and we know that somebody can get seriously hurt and never be here again. And I think you got something right here on the tape that I'd like to see, and I'd like Idol to see. Because
well, indeed we do. Now, there's been a little collusion between the two of these before. Let's go into the arenas and take a look at a steel cage match that, of course, involved Austin Idol and Jimmy Golden and a lot of outside interference. You can see the cane of the Tennessee Stud, Ron Fuller, laying in the cage. It played a big part in this match. Now, at this point, Mr. Olympia comes down to ring.
That's right. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we got to do. We got to watch each other's back. We got to make sure that there's no outside interference. So I know right here you see the Tennessee Stud holding me here. And Arn Anderson wants to burn me again, but I'm too quick this time. You didn't get me, big boy. So you're going to pay for it. And right here, I fight him around the ring, the other side. Idol was in there, the cane's still inside the ring where the Stud stuck it in there, hoping that Golden could get in there and use it. But I run Arn Anderson inside the cage, and here's Jimmy. I'm fighting Jimmy and the Stud. Here comes Idol. He's back up, and you see see, he's got the cane. Now it's a different story when it's 2-on-2. See, it's a different story. Attaboy, Idol, give him a good one for me.
Now watch on the outside of the cage, Olympia. Fuller has knocked the referee completely unconscious. Now he's coming into the cage.
He sees that there's no chance and there's no way out. He's got to come in there, and he's going to try to lock the door, come in there, and help his two boys out. But let me tell you something. You know, this is what I mean. 3-on-2, 4-on-2. That's not right. And there's going to come an end to it somewhere. These people out here don't like it. I don't like it. Austin Idol don't like it. And we got a new manager. We don't know what we're going to name it yet, but we got us a new manager.
Well, unfortunately, Fuller couldn't get the door completely locked, and that situation resolved itself.
You know what this boils down to, Rick? It boils down, it's a time right now for the pick up and choose sides. Either you go with Fuller's flunkies or you go with Austin's Army. And this is part of Austin's Army right out here and everybody else in the Southeastern Wrestling area. And I'm saying right now, let's crank it up. Let's pour the fuel to the fire. And come on, let's find out whose army is the biggest, the baddest, and the most powerful. I say it's Idol's Army and Olympia's Army. Come on.
All right, in a special challenge match upcoming in the arena, Austin Idol and Mr. Olympia will be tag teaming against Jimmy Golden and Arn Anderson. And we'll be back with more of Southeastern Television Wrestling in just a moment.